Ladies and gentlemen, we made it. It's the AFC NFC Championship weekend, and we are here on Water Cooler Talk to talk about it. This is Sidelined episode 20 with Jonny and Noah. I'm Noah.
And I'm Jonny, and let's hop right into it. All right, starting with our first game on Sunday at 3 o'clock, we have Bengals at the Chiefs on CBS, and the Chiefs have the line of -7.
Yeah, I mean, of course they're going to be favored by 7. They're the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But the Bengals did beat them in the regular season.
They did.
And, Joe Shiesty's looking
He's looking pretty damn good.
Playoffs. I mean, what can you do here? I mean, what do you think? What's your take?
I really like the Bengals a lot, but at the same time, you can't go against the Chiefs right now. They clearly 13 seconds was not enough time.
It wasn't enough time to end the game there.
So I'm going Chiefs here, and I think it's going to be closer than we think. I think it's going to be 3 points.
I think it's going to be more. I'm not a Chiefs fan. I'm a Travis Kelce fan. I just want to see him make it to the Super Bowl. I want to see him versus Jalen. I feel like
that would be pretty good.
I mean, obviously, they wouldn't be the matchup, but as players, but I feel like seeing those two in the Super Bowl would be a dream for me. They're one of my
That'd be pretty cool.
favorite players. I'm going to take the Chiefs by 14 in this one.
14.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So now we'll jump into the questions for the game. Do you think the Matthew injury has a bigger impact on this game if he doesn't play than if he does?
I think if he doesn't play, it's going to have a huge impact. I mean, clearly we saw against the Bills, Gabriel Davis over the top multiple times for the touchdown. He is such an integral part of that of that defense. And I think without him, they are going to really struggle because they showed it last week against the Bills. So I think if he doesn't play, they're going to be affected.
I think
so.
I agree with you, but I almost think it'll make less of a difference if he doesn't play than if he does, because
if he's not healthy.
Because wasn't he healthy when the Bengals torched them?
I am not sure, to be honest with you.
I'm pretty sure he
played. I can't tell you.
So I'm not sure how big of a difference. Obviously, he's going to have a big impact if he doesn't play. So obviously, it'll be a bigger impact if a player doesn't play. That'd be a dumb question to say if he did play. But it would have a pretty big impact if he played, obviously. But we'll jump into a second question here. Which corner will be matching up on Jamar?
I want to say they're going to put Snead on him. I like him a lot. He's young, and he's proven to play very well. I mean, he wasn't drafted super high, and he's been playing well beyond expectations. We saw Ward against him in the last game, and he got graded on. So we all saw that. Put a picture up here, let you guys see that. But I think it's going to go with Snead.
Yeah, Snead's the faster corner. He's also better in man than Ward, from what I've seen at least. Ward could probably have a higher PFF grade because,
PFF's trash.
But, they're probably going to run more zone, honestly, with this, with like the three-headed monster of receivers plus Joe Mixon. I think they got to run zone on defense.
I think so. They're not strong enough.
Yeah, and if Matthew's not back, they definitely have to run zone so you don't have that safety blanket with that guy. So, I mean, it'll probably be Snead primarily, but they're not going to travel because those corners just don't do that in Kansas City yet. They haven't really gotten to that level like Jalen Ramsey would, that he would travel and face up against really good receivers.
Yeah, that's true. And then jumping into the final game of the conference weekends, 49ers at Rams at 6:30 on Fox with a line of 3.5.
Oh, yeah. I think the Rams. I like the Rams in this, but I also like the Niners.
I like both teams here. So this is really hard.
I'll let you go first.
I was really not sure. I think the Rams are a really good team, and I like a lot of those players, but I also like the 49ers. However, I just feel like the Rams are really, really hot, and I love Stafford. I really want to see him go to the Super Bowl, so I'm going to say Rams by 7.
That's interesting. I'm going Niners, baby. They're riding this thing. I wish I could see Jalen Ramsey versus the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I wish I could see Matt Stafford in the Super Bowl, but nah. Niners are riding that hot streak. Jimmy G's eating dubs. Debo Samuel's unstoppable. George Kittle is amazing.
I agree.
That defense, that Rams defense is great, but you know what? The Red Sea is going to flood into L.A. I know that's an Arizona Cardinals thing, but they are the Red Sea at this point, too. 49ers are going to the Super Bowl. Book it. It's going to be a rematch. Let's see this happen.
I like that. One thing I saw on Twitter is that Debo Samuel said he doesn't watch tape on other receivers because there's no one who plays like him.
That's true.
I thought that was really damn cool.
I mean, if there was someone who played like him, he would have to watch tape for running backs and receivers.
Yeah. So, what do you do?
Yeah.
But anyway.
All right, jumping into these questions. Does McVay have it in him to beat this team when it matters most?
I want to say yes. They played him twice. It's really rare to beat a team 3 times in one season.
It's even rarer than it is to beat a team twice, but
yeah.
the Niners did it.
And I just think you can't let him beat you 3 times.
You can't.
So I'm going to say yes. He has it in him.
McVay in big games, he comes up big sometimes, but
yeah.
He's an offensive-minded coach, so
I think so. I really want to say yes.
Game off of a defensive pass interference penalty the last time he came in.
The Saints.
Yeah, he made it. That was their Super Bowl berth, or was that their?
Yeah.
That was the championship game, right?
Yeah.
He made it to the Super Bowl off of that. I don't really know if he comes up too big in this game.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to say he does.
I think Shanahan is a very creative mind. They're both
offensive-minded
coaches.
They were coaches together.
Shanahan beat A-Rod. I know the Rams beat Brady in Brady's house, but
which is a big feat.
Taking a North Cal team all the way to Lambeau in the cold to play the most talented quarterback of all time. The most talented. I emphasize talent. Beat him in his own house and make him look bad. And honestly, Jimmy Garoppolo, he looked average. I can't even say he looked bad.
Yeah.
He just, for the conditions, and he got his first dub below 20 degrees. I don't know. That was his first dub.
Pretty interesting.
I think Shanahan and this Niners team really have it in them, and their defense is always playing well. Nick Bosa,
that's true. They have a really good defense when they're all healthy.
Yeah, their secondary is underrated too. I couldn't believe the secondary.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be the weak point last week. We talked about it, but wow, they really stepped up. So you know what? We'll have to see what they do with Cooper Kupp and OBJ.
Yeah,
and Von Jefferson too.
That's true.
All right, next question: is Matthew Stafford clutch?
Yes, Matthew Stafford has to be clutch. We've seen it. We saw it last week. Him and Cooper Kupp on that final drive. That beautiful ball to Cooper Kupp.
Oh, my gosh.
That was so nice.
Yep.
And I want to say, yes, he is.
Oh, yeah.
He just hasn't had a team around him to show it.
Oh, but
so
he is. That's the thing. Still on the lines, I'm going to say Matthew Stafford's clutch his whole career.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I think
he is under the radar when you're not a great team.
He's similar to Matt Ryan in that aspect.
Yeah. But Matthew Stafford's
really underrated quarterbacks.
Better. I would say Matthew Stafford, he's had so many game-winning drives. Some in Detroit. I mean, we saw it a couple of years ago when he was in Detroit. They won against the Falcons on that game-winning drive. They won, obviously, the one that keeps replaying right now because of the Cooper Kupp clock it thing. He beat the Cowboys in a game like that. I mean, there's been so many times. And, those times he dislocated his shoulder.
Oh, my God. That's one of my favorite what's it called? Mic'd up clips of all time. That one is so good.
I mean, and he threw the game winner on that injury.
With a dislocated shoulder.
I think it's safe to say Matthew Stafford is not just clutch. I would say he's a top 5 clutch player in this league.
Wow.
Up there with A-Rod, Brady,
crazy.
Obviously, Mahomes. But, let's jump into the final question for this game. How much does this game matter to LA fans?
I'm going to say a lot, but then again, are there actually Ram fans? I've never seen one, so I don't really know. But I want to say it means a lot because it's Matthew Stafford in his first season as a Ram. So I'm going to say it's pretty serious to them.
I think it doesn't matter to LA as much as it does to St. Louis, if I'm being honest.
Dang. That's a really good point. If they were in St. Louis, who knows?
I think St. Louis wanted a team like this. I think the reason a lot of these players are playing on this team right now, though, is because they're in LA.
Yeah.
So I don't think they would be as good if they were in St. Louis.
That's
Obviously,
true.
They were good a little bit in St. Louis, and with Todd Gurley and all them. But then they moved to LA and they got even better and they made the Super Bowl. So
that's also true.
I don't know. I think it means more to St. Louis Rams fans if they're still staying loyal. Of course, they're upset that they left, but honestly, the LA fans, we've seen this with the Chargers too.
Yeah.
They don't really show up to games.
They don't. Chargers have no fans either.
It's really, and that's why I said the Red Sea's going to come in there, and that is going to be the Rams' downfall. The Niners are going to win this game by 7.
Wow. Okay. And then jumping into our burning questions, my question for you: who will have the biggest impact on their game this weekend?
Out of both games, I'm gonna have to say biggest impact. It's tough to think about this one, honestly. I like to say, I mean, the Bengals and Chiefs is really just a big game. I mean, the 49ers and Rams, I'm going to have to go with Deebo Samuel. I mean, he's unstoppable. As long as he's unstoppable in this game, there's no chance they're losing.
Yeah, okay.
And that's Deebo, if he stays healthy in the game, constantly. And they're in a warm climate, so I'm going to go with Deebo.
That is true. Okay, I'm going to say Jimmy G. Again, I said him last week. I also mentioned Tannehill, and I was right with Tannehill. So Jimmy G needs to show up in this game. He's so underrated. I don't understand all the hate. He's average, but he got the job done, and they're in the NFC Championship.
Well, with these type of teams you build around, you kind of don't even build around the quarterback.
I know the defense is really, really good, and the run game was phenomenal. He had to make good plays throughout this entire season, and he has.
Well, he has made some big throws,
and he kept Trey Lance off the field and on the bench. I'm just saying, he's played well.
Hopefully, editor Johnny's gonna pull up this photo of Jimmy G overthrowing Emmanuel Sanders in the Super Bowl. Just a reminder that he makes big throws, but not all the time. So I think he's an average quarterback. I think the Jimmy G hate.
I don't understand all the hate. I understand that he's not great. He's not clutch, and he's missed a ton of games.
He's not great. He's injury prone, but he gets the job done.
Yeah.
Must feel great being back in the NFC Championship game.
That is true.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one too. Okay. I mean, I guess we might have to pick a Bengals and Chiefs X factor. I'm gonna have to go with just
I don't know. Mr. Joe Shiesty.
No, I'm gonna have to go with Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm gonna go with the coaching. I'm gonna go with the offensive coaching. If they have a good scheme to come up to counter these corners in Cincinnati, and actually the secondary in general, they should be cruising to the Super Bowl. That's why I said them by 14. Hopefully Andy Reid and Bieniemy can come in clutch for me.
Yeah, all right. And then our final question, what is the matchup that you're looking the most forward to seeing?
Well, the player matchup I'm looking forward to most. I mean, I feel like it's got to be a Niners and Rams one. I'm going to have to go with honestly Aaron Donald against this O-line. And probably Trent Williams if he ends up playing.
If he's playing, because who knows?
Trent Williams got that ankle. I mean, the Niners O-line is good, so I'm going to have to go with Aaron Donald against whatever O-line. I mean, I would say Debo against Jalen, but we already know Debo's going to be running around the field.
Debo's going to be everywhere.
I don't think Jalen's going to be on him.
That doesn't count.
I mean, Ayuk would be cool, but Ayuk, I don't know.
He's not the X factor.
He's the best in the league. Yeah. So maybe I'll go with something like Kittle on whoever. I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm not even sure who their starting linebacker is.
I'm going to go with Aaron Donald against this 49ers O-line. That matchup I want to see. I want to see if he's going to tear into them. And if he gets stopped, that probably is ultimately the game. That's why the Niners,
My matchup is whoever is guarding Travis Kelce.
There you go. Yeah.
I know it's your guy, but I think whoever's matching up against him, they need their best guy.
They need
I'm sorry, but there's no point in putting their best guy on Tyreek Hill. He's gonna get his no matter what.
Yep. Can't be a safety or corner. Travis Kelce's too big. Can't be a linebacker. Travis Kelce's too fast and too shifty.
Yeah. So what do? You
just throw someone in there and you pray.
Yep. So
you sign Geno Atkins. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know what you do there. So, but that's the matchup I really want to see. Whoever they put up against him. Yeah, maybe it's Logan Wilson. I don't know, but he's not that fast.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see.
His coverage isn't that great.
I mean, they might just do a combination of things. Who knows?
Eli Apple, the GOAT.
Yeah, Eli Apple.
Kidding. He's trash.
You know what? Before we end this, I wanna get more interesting here. Let's see. Out of these two matchups, how about you give me the exact score that you think will happen? I know it's tough.
Come on.
It's very rare that people get this right, but it'd be very cool if we do.
That would be pretty cool, because I was close a couple weeks ago.
Name your two scores.
Chiefs, I'd say they're not going to cover the spread. It's not going to be 7, but I want to go big. I want to say 30 to 27.
30 to 27. I like it.
Maybe 3 points. And then in the Niners-Rams game, I want to say they win. Rams win by 7. 24-17.
I mean, that's a good one, yeah.
I don't know, because that could be closer than 7, but I'm going to go with that. So 30, 27, and 24-17.
I'm going to go Chiefs. 38-24.
Damn.
And Niners, it's going to be 27-20.
Okay. Interesting.
Niners, baby.
We'll see. So next week, if we are right, we'll let you guys know.
You'll know. They will hear about it.
That is true.
So
that pretty much wraps it up. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy this football on Sunday. great matchups to look forward to seeing.
Crazy
my
matchups.
God.
Very exciting.
After last week's weekend of football, that was the best weekend of football I think I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah, ever.
So I don't know if it'll stand up against this week, but we'll see. So make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and
stay tuned until next week.
Yes.
We're going to be doing our final top 3 rankings for each position.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough, so we'll be ready for your comments.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yep.
So see you guys next week. Peace.